In this tutorial, I'll show you how to install Windows onto a USB rather than putting it to a CD or DVD. First, you need a program called WintoFlash. You see the links below to download it. So do that, install it. Click next. We will need to set the Windows files part. This is where the actual CD or ISO that you'll use and the USB flash drive that you want to install it to. To do that, what we need to do, we will need to mount our ISO file. In order to do that, and what mount means, it takes the ISO file that is not actually a CD but rather a copy of the CD in a data file format and mounts it onto a virtual CD-DVD ROM where it acts like an actual CD, a physical CD. But you need a program like Magic ISO or Power ISO, Gmount ISO for Linux, Acetone for Linux, in case if you're using that operating system. Since we're using Windows, we'll use Magic ISO. I have right now installed Power ISO, so I'll use that. You go to your ISO file, you right click Power ISO in the dialog box here, and I'll click Mount to Drive F. What's going to happen is that when I go to computer, it's going to show up as though you put a CD into a drive, and it reads. So from here, I'm going to restart the wizard mode, and I'm going to click next again. Now I'm going to set my file path, and that would be to the ISO that we just mounted. So I'll hit select. I'll go to computer, scroll down, and I'm going to select the virtual drive that has the ISO contained in it. Hit OK. You see it opens up with all the files in it. Hit OK. Now I'll select the USB flash drive that I want to install it to. Same as before, we go to computer and we select the drive here. Say I have an 8 gig flash drive, so roughly 8 gig flash drive. I'll select that, hit OK. After that, you just hit next. It's going to give you a prompt. You just hit I accept, since you can't move forward anyway without accepting the terms and conditions. We can hit continue, and it will begin to install, formatting drive and all. After a little wait, it's going to complete. Then we just click next, just to wrap it up, and exit. Well, we just close off, and we'll go to computer again. Here we have the mounted ISO file, and here we have our flash drive with Windows installed. In order to install via the USB, it needs to be plugged in while the computer is booting. You go to your BIOS and you change your boot order, placing the USB drive first. Depending on the BIOS, it may name the USB drive you have plugged in, or it may just state an arbitrary USB drive. You set that, you save, you exit, and on the next reboot, it will load Windows. And that's it.